Yeah. You know, I'm just reading a newspaper article where I thought we'd spend a little time with the person that was going head to head with Bishop Budnick. Yes. He found running lanes, and I credit my linemen up front. I've some amazing linemen. Now, this going head to head in the first half with Quilcene sophomore running back Bishop Budnick. Yes. Who totaled 265 of his 274 rushing yards in the first half before sitting out much of the second half with an ankle injury. Yes. Now, there's this thought. As a father, when I said I didn't want them to play football, yeah, I don't care who they were playing against. Good for you if you're playing football. The issue is not with the individuals that they were playing against. Yes. The issue is with those in law enforcement. So for any football player that's able to play against my sons, I want you to do that. For any individual employed in the government, I want you in prison. Now, I'm not so petty as to think that I would blame this individual for the injury that Bishop has received. When I informed law enforcement, yes, of forgery, fraud, and felony. Now, we're going to spend a few hours together looking at right now, looking at the individuals in the employment of the police department. Now, this person, right, is on a football team. This is what they do when they play football. Yeah. I have no problem with Croy, yes, or his family, or his football team, unless the coach did know that my sons were kidnapped. See, I would actually sue the coach right now. I don't have any problem with Croy. I have a problem with adults, yes, in the employment of school districts, that do know of forgery, fraud, and kidnapping, and they just refuse to acknowledge the laws of the United States. Now, let's say you're an adult. You're in Port Angeles, right? You're one of these parents that has a child in high school, yes, similar to the parents of Toby Croy. And your child, Toby Croy, is taken from his father, right? Because his mother motioned the court for a protection order, yes, after she put Toby's father in prison, right now, in jail, yes. And then he gets out and he says, well, I didn't get any due process, and for some reason, Toby, yes, is in the custody of his mother for 8 years and 2 months. Because Toby's just a football player, right? Just like Bishop's a football player. Yes. It's not his fault that the ankle injury happened. Right. Right. It could happen to any parent. It's not like you're targeting me. Yes. Like there's some sort of hatred. Now, let's look at it. I said this morning my wife should have been told no about the use of the courts. Yes. And Jefferson County, yeah. Why don't you get me the individuals that are the parents of the football? Because I'm gonna. Well, there's this thought that any person's kids can be taken from them. Yes, because somebody's spouse says that you're crazy. Now, Toby's dad would probably get upset at his wife. If his wife had made up a fraudulent police report on Guam, yes, had taken Toby from his dad, and then when he gets out of jail, while on probation, yes, he moves to where they're located at, yes, and they already issued a protection order against him. See, I'm probably not very much different than Toby Croy's father. Yes. Now, I'm not much different than any father. Ooch. And when I